And we should be live. Let me go ahead and check. If we are, then that'll be excellent news for me. It says we're live. Ilya Filatov says boo. Okay. Siege says hello, 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 Siege. So yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. We're going to be trying out some Earthbound. Get the controller ready to go here. But first, I do have a little bit of an announcement to make. So, for those of you who don't know, the channel has been demonetized since July, and I've been constantly trying to get the channel remonetized. And YouTube has actually had to violate its own TOSs to keep my channel demonetized. Doing things like, Botan says hi, hello Botans. So, one of the things that YouTube has been doing to keep my channel demonetized is rejecting appeals videos that I get put up without even watching the video, which is, as you could probably tell, a violation of their own TOS because they're supposed to actually watch the video before they deny it. That's already happened to me once. I've got another appeal going, just started today. We'll see if it gets rejected or not. But either way, Jack says, greetings, Ace. How was your Christmas? It was pretty decent, I'd say. Had the day off, and it was also happened to be on the weekend, which is extremely rare for me to have a weekend off, so that's good. So yeah, I was able to have a good time relaxing. But yeah, I've since got my channel monetization appeal, or my channel monetization rejected, so I'm actually now compiling evidence to file a lawsuit against YouTube at this point. I've got some stuff here showing where they violated their own TOS and all that. Jester Circus says, I hate when that happens. Yeah. And yeah, thanks to the Twitter files, I also wouldn't be surprised if it turns out there was more to this than just Twitter doing it on its own. If you've watched the Twitter files and you've read any of the Twitter files, and you'll know what I've been talking about. Basically, yeah. So at this point, I'll be honest, as soon as the stream ends, I'm probably going to take some of the evidence I have straight to a lawyer and see about potentially getting a civil suit filed this very day. It's especially going to get interesting if the repeal video this time gets rejected again without any views as well, because that would be proof that it's not just a freak accident, that this is actually deliberate maliciousness on the part of YouTube. So, yeah. Siege says, fingers crossed things get resolved. Hopefully. There is a Supreme Court case coming up anyways, from what I understand, in February regarding Section 230 and what have you. And, yeah, basically it seems like there might actually be a chance in a few months anyways that the Supreme Court will rule that this sort of stuff is just flat out unconstitutional regardless. But we will see. Anyways, let's actually get into the game. And I do need to make sure that the emulator here does actually run at full screen. It should, but we will see. The game is supposed to... It might show up as a small... Nope, it's showing at full screen. Perfect. So make sure to let me know if the screen is... Or if the volume is too high. I can fix that, of course. But today we're going to be playing a little bit of Earthbound. I'm thinking we'll do this until we get deal with the first with the street gang that we find very early on. But as I'm sure you are all well aware, Earthbound is a classic that came out for the SNES. Part of the Mother series, so Siege says, looks full to me. Awesome. I'll just go ahead and skip the intro so we can actually get into it. Okay, we'll start a brand new game. Text speed will be fast. Mint flavor it is. We'll do don't care. I mean, he's supposed to be Ness, so actually I'll just backspace it and name him Ness, just Just so we get the vanilla experience that we're supposed to get. There we are. Jack says, hopefully you don't get crushed like Crush is a Capellan citizen. Alright, we will get Paula here named up. Jester Circus says, never got the pleasure to play this game. Definitely one I can recommend. It is a very weird game. I'll just go with the standard food. And everything, so yeah. Coolest thing is rockin'. We're totally rad, yo. The year is 1990X. A great year, 1990X. I miss 1990X. Anna, a small town in Eagle Land. Jackson says, hey, by the way, do you have any old MechWarrior games like MechWarrior 2, 3, and 4? The short answer, I have all of them. I have also the original MechWarrior as well as BattleTech Crescent Hawk's Revenge, and I think it was, Crescent Hawk Inception? I have both of those games as well somewhere. I think they were part of the same pack that I had. I think it came on a CD with MechWarrior 1 or something like that, if I remember correctly. I also have, of course, Mech Commander 1 and 2, Mech Assault 1 and 2, as well as actually the DS game that most people don't talk about. Alright, we'll change our clothes out, and there we go. Now we go ahead and figure out what that noise was. On these older games that are meant to be played on a D-pad, you should try using a D-pad, in all honesty, So this first bit here is... I will say the game does not start out that good, because it has you just walking up here right at the start, and then you have to do it all over again, so... They could have skipped this entire very, very first bit, but it's what, maybe 2 minutes, if you know what you're doing. They picked up a bread roll inside of a present. Perfect for the Christmas season, by the way. I'll talk to this guy just in case. Johnny says, hello everyone, Johnny's here. Welcome, Johnny. I was just letting everyone else know that, let's see what he's got. Treasure Hunter, this is... okay. Pokey here is kind of like the mainstream news media. Don't worry about getting the information and facts for yourself. We can do that for you. As they then proceed to... not tell anyone anything at all about the Twitter files. You know, there we are. Jackson says, here's Johnny. Nice. Johnny says, even classics have slow beating. Yes, that is true. Some of them do. And this is definitely one of those cases. But I do think that they probably could have cut this very first bit out, but it's not a big deal. It's just a few seconds long. Well, I say 2 minutes or so. Now we're going to be getting even more to do. Jester says, come to think of it, this is the first stream of yours I have been here. Yeah, I do. Yeah, you are a new name. I will give you that. So someone's knocking on the door. Typically I do PC games, but I figured today I'll do this game. So that looks like Pokey there, wanting to tell us something. Yeah, let's change out again. Siege says welcome. Indeed, welcome to the stream. Jester says you can just call me Jester, everyone else does, and it's easier. Okay. So let's get our bat here from the... Here we go. Just in case, we'll see if there's any other piece of equipment we can carry. Nope. Not on us right now, anyways. Johnny O'Malley says, oh, for a moment I thought Nessa's dad was practicing with a new instrument. Oh dear. Yes, King, let's go. As Pokey said, let's blow this popsicle stand. Although Pokey is pretty much useless during this entire fight. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and answer that. This is going to be the instrument Dad uses in this, or our dad uses. Yeah, this is how you save. And it's also how you make money. Well, kind of. Basically, you get money as part of how you gain just gaining experience. Jack says, I have a question. Would you hear me if Pokemon was real? How long would Pokemon Battles League get shut down? My bet not long. Correct. Speaking of battles, and things that would be shut down pretty quickly in the real world. Okay. Johnny says, was it necessary for him to transition back to his room and have you walk him back downstairs? Yeah, you're right. The player should have walked him back upstairs. Yeah. Okay, we actually learned how to heal. That is going to be useful. We're gonna have to fight more stuff. Oh god. Don't want to fight them both at once. Leyland says, come after failing to listen to Darkside, Phil continue failing at having self-awareness. Well, the good news is I do actually have some self-awareness, I think. We'll see. I'll probably die horribly at some point during this stream. We will see. There we go. Usually these guys leave cookies. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it'll give you some health. And we won't have to use our side to do that, so that's useful. And Siege says, I didn't get any presents this year, but we didn't have any power cuts for 2 days. The convenience. So. Yeah, I've had some... You're losing a fair bit of health. Ooh, good work, King. Alright. We maxed up our health there. Johnny says, I don't get it, dude. I keep attacking the flaming scorpion and keep getting burned or poisoned. The snake is one of the weaker enemies in this, so... But yeah... These enemies can do a lot of different weird things to you, like... There's UFOs that give you colds and cause you to sneeze, and the sneeze cause you health damage that way. There we go. The more XP I gain early on, the better, because we're going to have Kate here only for a little bit more, and then we're going to be on our own for a significant portion of this game. Johnny says, watch out for snakes too late. The snakes aren't, like I said, a big deal. I think these are kind of like how you'd expect corn snakes to be, as in, these don't seem to cause any venomous damage to us, so. Okay. Our stats are really starting to shoot up. There we go, that is exactly what we need. Another dog. But since our... Johnny says, why would the UFO make you cold? Because space is cold. Oh, that makes sense. Well, it's a cold beam. It gives you it's a beam that causes you to have the sniffles. No, really. But there's other stuff, like, there's apparently, like, I know, for example, that you can fight, I believe they're technically called New Age Retro Hippies, and their ability, one of the things they can do is brush their teeth, and if they brush their teeth, it causes, the brightness of their teeth can cause you to become scared and stiffen up and actually lose a turn that way. But the thought that one of the special abilities of the New Age Retro Hippie is that they occasionally brush their teeth is kind of funny. Picky here is actually okay. Johnny O'Malley says, Pokey, I'm so sorry, Snake. Dude, I'm a snake. Why do you apologize to an animal? Good point. Believe me, this is nothing in comparison to some of the insanity that happens later on in the game. Leyland says, oh, you don't know the worst of it. He was speaking about people watching him lacking self-awareness when they comment, but it's as if something that blocks it out 100%. Yes, we are going to be defeating the great evil with the power of friendship included. This game really does take inspiration from anime. Yep. Seed says it makes them visible at night, lol. I do think Picky, if I remember correctly, is useful in this. So the real star of the show is going to be the bee here for a moment. Well, not a bee or whatever he's supposed to be anyways. Siege says use the heart of the cards. Okay. But it's been a long time, Buzz. Huh. Alright, now, okay. Johnny O'Malley says it's either that or defeating a giant evil with a lullaby. We did 26 HP. That's not bad. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of text from someone apparently. There we go. Jester says, plays almost like Dragon Quest games. Yeah, I can see that comparison be made. Though there are some quirks to this. The weirdness factor of this game is only starting, though, so... So we're going to be taking this guy in. What a jerk. Apparently he says he's low money, but I don't know. I mean, we'll find out, I guess. Buzz, Buzz, no! All right. Okay. No, I'm gonna let you die. There we go. Rest in peace, Buzz Buzz. Johnny says, Buzz Buzz, I don't get it. The ladies usually... Oh, another dog. There we go. Johnny says, I'm dying. Do you want to hear me talk more? Yeah, exactly. I'm convinced that the game just has a sense of humor that way. So, we'll talk to our mom here and get ourselves some steak. And that will give us full HP and full psychic energy back up. That'll be good. That way we don't have to waste our bread roll right away. We can just eat first and then there we go. King is not going to be with us for any longer, unfortunately. We'll go ahead and call our dad and 3 more XP and then we get ourselves leveled up yet again. That's good to know. I'm going to have to deal with the biker, or the or the sharks, or whatever, which are the gang, the local gang that we'll be beating up to face the first boss. And I think that's going to be where we call it once we face the first boss and defeat him and his little minion, I guess. Johnny says, well, that was something indeed. Alright, so we get ourselves a map of the town. Jester says, I hear some situations are about dark things that happen in real life, like being attacked by 4 cops or what's... Oh yeah, that does happen in the game. That happens a little bit after that boss fight I was mentioning. But that's actually fairly early on. It does happen when we're still in on it, so... Yeah, that does happen. I don't know if it happened in real life, I just know it happens in-game. Got ourselves, hopefully, leveled up. Yep. Offense went up by 3, speed by 1, guts, okay. Now we learn the ability of hypnosis. Who knew that you could learn hypnosis by just beating up a few dogs with a baseball bat? Ooh, snake. Oh, good. Yeah, that happens too. Once you've leveled up enough and certain enemies cannot hope to stand up to you, the game will just auto-resolve in your favor instantly without you losing any health or psychic energy, so... Let's see what we have here. There's a hamburger inside. That takes it. Siege says, send the child to beat up the local gang. What could possibly go wrong? Johnny says, I don't suppose you've played any of the other 2 Mother games, Ace. I've played a little bit of Mother 3. I haven't played too much, but I've played a little bit of it. Alright, what do we have? This and a baseball cap. Okay, there our defense went up a good amount, and so did our offense. We're going to start beating up more dogs to level up again and get more money. Then we'll pick up that cheap bracelet for 98 bucks. Yes, a cheap bracelet. 98 US dollars. Now we have to be careful about this guy because what he likes to do is steal stuff. See? Even though he gives you presents. There we go. Those presents tend to be cookies, and... See? Johnny said... Okay, Jackson says, are you not entertained? Johnny says, that's a nice and pretty smart feature. Yes, yes it is. Watch this crow steal my hamburger or something. Oh, he just pecked up my eyes. Got him. Johnny says, Crow, call. Hey, I was trying to avoid you. Yeah, I know, but free XP is free XP. Well, that's a one hit. Alright, so once I've leveled up enough to at least get that bracelet, and then also get my stats up again. That would be 49 XP. Ain't nobody got time for that. Let's go ahead and see if we can find another dog or something, and then... hopefully we'll have the XP, or at least the money at that point, to buy the bracelet, and then from there, we'll fight the first of the sharks and see how this goes. Or you know what, it's taken a little bit longer than I was hoping to find an enemy, so we'll just go ahead and get to seeing how much money we've got. Okay, I don't have enough money. I still need another 30 bucks, so that's okay. I'll just go ahead and... oh, this thing. Yeah, this gives you free psychic energy, so we might as well heal up to actually make good use of this. So now we're at full health, and we didn't even use a cookie to get that way. That is good. I'm avoiding the sharks for the very immediate time before I get that bracelet, because I want to have that at least before actually facing them down, because the sharks do actually hit like a truck in comparison to the other stuff that we've gone up against so far. So best to be prepared, is all I'm saying. These guys are giving me a lot of cookies. So many I might actually run out of inventory space, so... I will say this, the game also has excellent music to it. Along with, you know, everything else, because this is a true classic. Oh, he stole a cookie. At least it was just a cookie. Because he gave us a cookie back, so... I receive cookie. You receive cookie. Siege says, I feel sorry for the animals and RPGs that are made of XP. That's just painting a target on them, a target I shoot. Yeah, exactly. Whoop! Mally says, who needs a scared crow? Just punch the spiteful birds. Thank you. It certainly does, Ace. There we go. That should give us... there. So yeah, if you actually get behind an enemy, you get a free shot on them. So that also helps in your auto-resolve if it to help it kick in. But they can also get the jump on you if you leave your back turned to them. So... you do have to be careful about that, because then they might get a free shot on you, and that's never good. Siege says cookie trade. Spiteful crows become tame. There we go. How close are we to leveling up? There we go. That was an easy fight. We're actually getting so many cookies that it is actually running us out of inventory space. I'm gonna need to start eating cookies just for the sake of it, because otherwise... actually, wait. I could probably sell the cookies, can't I? Yes! I think we figured out our money problems, ladies and gentlemen. So these guys are not just free XP, they're also free money as well. Alright, let's see how much we have in the bank, and then we can potentially... There we go. Now we can get ourselves the cheap bracelet that we've been needing. There we go. Now, we should actually be slightly tougher to actually kill, which is going to be useful. Because, like I said, we're going to now start fighting off some of the sharks. Conveniently, it's located right next to a hospital. Okay, we got our first guy to fight here. A pogo punk. Yeah. Okay, that was lucky for us. And we got a free hamburger. Sweet! He's down. We got a can of fruit juice as well. That's convenient. Ooh. We'll find ourselves, hopefully, some more sharks here to beat up, and if we do, it's going to be excellent. Sometimes they're a little shy, though, and it looks like this is one of those times. But the guy we're going to be facing, as far as our first boss battle, is going to be right here, on the left-hand side there. So yeah, normally the sharks like to spawn a few enemies there to fight. Oh, God! I looked away for a second, and I get ambushed by two of them. Okay, we're gonna fight this guy. Okay. Alright, we got two of them there. Johnny says, what you said about Pokey earlier, why am I imagining him claiming to beat up some innocent crows? Yeah, that sounds like exactly the sort of sketchy thing that Pokey would do, now that you mention it. Let's see, our health could definitely be better. I think now it's time to make use of that bread roll. Yep, here we go again, a 2-for-1. Okay. The Pogo Punk is the bigger threat here, I think, so... Although every now and then he screws up like that. Ah, yes, and that's the big problem with the Skate Punk, is he can call for help. So now it's become a 3-on-1 fight. But I already beat up two of them, so... There we go. I do want to level up at least one more time before I am ready to fight that dude, so... I think there's going to be some good XP gained here. Yeah, I'm going to beat you up too, so no worries. And it is possible for these guys to crit you as well, so you have to be careful about that. Another hamburger. We're actually getting plenty of hamburgers. Oh my god, that dude's an Antifa. Okay, now it's a 2-for-1. And a 3-for-1! Oh god! Okay, I think now's a good time to go ahead and use life up. Alright. We got him taken out too. Hooray. Now we just need 9 more XP and then we've got this fight. Maybe. Oh god! No, he didn't make it. Okay, that's convenient. I mean, now that we've gotten another bad guy in position to ambush, we might as well... There we go. Aw. Okay, is there a hotel? Yes, there is. I'm gonna go ahead and beat this guy up too. And then we're going to go to the hotel, recuperate, and then... Because you use the hotel for both HP and psychic energy. So we'll go ahead and get both of those brought up to max again. We're getting a lot of hamburgers out of these guys. Which is going to come in handy for our fight with the boss up ahead. So, yeah. We do have the money, I think, now that we've beaten up enough gang members, so... Yeah, we definitely have the money. There we go. $35 should give us... I mean, $35 for a hotel. This is a bit much for a $35 hotel. In fact, $35 is ridiculously cheap. Then again, I think I've seen hotels in the past offer $40 a night over here, so it's not that ridiculous, but it is the cheapest I've ever seen, definitely. But for a room like that, it's ridiculous, though. Those guys are down. Good, I can actually heal up right before I go into the fight. And how close am I to leveling up again? Oh yeah, this guy's gonna fight us too. Now, this is probably the part I'm going to die horribly, but we shall see. Frank. Hey, Frank. Yes, he is in fact armed with knives. Oh, there we go. Siege says, in my currency it's not too bad, still makes me feel poor. Yeah. Fail-proof Frank can't be beaten. And this is Frankie Stein Mark II. Ah, yes. It is time to make use of another hamburger. Okay, he should. There we go, we got him. Siege says strange surfer beat, but okay. There. Fail-proof Frank is now just failure Frank. Alright, so we beat the gang and... Let's see if any of the other gang members are actually willing to pick fights with me. Now that I actually beat their boss. Nope, does not look like it, which is fortunate, I suppose. And it gives us a good time to go ahead and get ready to call the stream. I know we've only been at it for a little over an hour, but... what the heck, I can, I guess, go up and... I guess I can go ahead and get the first stone, or whatever thing it is, or whatever it is I need to beat. Yeah, you'll be able to avoid responsibility. The thing that any politician wants to hear, I'm sure. Johnny says, Frank, hey, that crows gave me a lot of money to make that. Or, I mean, my mother built that. Honestly, both are equally cringe, if you think about it. Actually, no. The crows would be less cringe by a wide margin. In fact, that would imply that you'd be able to talk to animals, and that would be not... That would actually be kind of interesting, I suppose, in theory. Oh, another crow. And this one is definitely flying away from me. I guess they heard the good news that they don't want to pick fights with me. Jester says it was a pretty good stream. Thank you very much. Well, I'm actually going to go ahead and, and potentially fight the first, or fight the next thing up here, because this is going to be a proper... Frank was, I guess, technically a mini-boss, but... There we go. I knew we were going to be leveling up soon. And And that stat boost is going to help us out a fair bit, because this next fight is probably going to be significantly harder. Ah, yes. A rowdy mouse. Ow. Yeah, these guys have a high chance of hitting a crit on you, so that's their big secret to why these things are a significantly bigger threat. And this one apparently was not going to let himself get ambushed. But if they don't crit, then they just do 1 damage. There we go. Another fight. Ugh. Alright, he's down. Now let's actually go ahead and use some of these cookies that we got to regain some of our health. And while we're at it, we will also use the can of fruit juice. A skip sandwich. This allows you to move faster. So we're going to, I think, hold off until we get close to the boss. So if I remember correctly, it might actually help with your initiative as well in this game. I think. So being able to hit more and first, or being able to hit first, would be kind of a big deal in this, so. Alright. It's another 34 XP for us, and how are we stat-wise? 150 XP away from leveling up again. I think now's a good time to actually increase our max health, or max out our health anyways. You just cannot ambush these guys for some reason, apparently. Alright, so I should get 3 more of these mice, and then I'll have my XP. What's this? These guys, I think, if it's what I think, yes, these guys are a significantly greater threat in my usual experience, so we're going to want to... Oh yeah, and they're also able to call for health, or for help. And yes, you can end up fighting ridiculous numbers of enemies because these guys can keep calling for help, which will call for more help, which will cascade until you're fighting 6 of them in a single fight. I mean, if you pull it off, you get a lot of XP out of it, and you can pull it off, but still, ow. Okay, yep, I'm gonna have to heal up right away. Alright, so... See what I mean? Okay, I need to heal up right now because otherwise these guys will root. No, no, no! Ah! Yep, I died. Well, I can at least make it back. I just... That's annoying. Alright. So we do still have our XP, but we just need our money back up and our psychic points back up. Fortunately, we might as well go ahead and... There we go. That's unfortunate. But yeah, see what I mean by the fights can occasionally get out of hand like that. Johnny says that extra point of luck really helps Ness. Yeah, I can actually, I think. And there's items that you can get to permanently increase your stats further still. Oh. See, how many hamburgers do we have? One and a skip sandwich. I think I'll sell the cookie and then use our skip sandwich and hamburgers for the proper fight itself. Just take a little bit of money out, buy ourselves some more hamburgers, and prepare yourself for some of the most ridiculously priced hamburgers, I'd say. Because if I remember correctly, the hamburgers are actually extremely expensive. Which will be a hilarious bit of perspective. Oh, they're only... 14 bucks is still a lot for a hamburger. But just to keep in mind, you can get... For the price of less than 3 hamburgers, you can get a hotel room in this town, so... But I am going to buy a good number of hamburgers because... Alright, I actually need to sell the cookie off. I'll sell it off at the drugstore. Johnny says, Ness, sweetie, did you have a bad dream? I had a dream where I was fighting rats and some cyborg bugs beat me up. Oh, that does sound... Yeah. Insert your own inflation joke here. Indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and get into that fight again. We should now have the health necessary to... We should now have enough food items to actually last us throughout the fights that we're going to be going up against. I mean, I've got so many stuff that I need to actually get going, so... Say hello to Nestzilla. Alright, now we should have... Oh, 25 in offense. That should actually be enough to do some good. And we should also hopefully have enough firepower from our side rocking ability that... Oh, God. Wait. Okay, these guys I don't think are that big of a deal. These guys are basically free XP. I mean, they're still doing some damage, but I think they also have some psi attacks as well, which is one thing that you do have to worry about, but they weren't giving out any, so... At least it wasn't 4 ants, because at that point I'd had to use my psi abilities, and that would be bad, because... Alright, how close are we to another mouse? Good. Oh, God. Oh, sweet Jesus. I hope these are all just slugs, because otherwise... Yeah, it looks like it. At least we're getting a good amount of XP out of these guys, so hopefully we should be able to level up again pretty soon, so... Johnny says, Ace, is there a setting, fantasy or real-world-ish they would like to see used in an RPG game? How about a spy game set in the Cold War? Well, okay, technically that already exists, because we have No One Lives Forever, but... Well, that's more of an FPS with RPG elements. But what about a proper RPG that's all about espionage? And it's set in the Cold War. Alright, so we got that guy down. It's another slug out of the way, and another 108 XP. Another ant. We'll deal with him. Oh! That might have actually just been a slug. Nope, that was in fact an ant. And it's just... It was one ant, so I was able to defeat it for free XP. That's interesting. Okay, I definitely need to heal up right away. Or not. Alright, we got that mouse dealt with. Now we should be able to see what item they were guarding. A cold remedy, that could come in handy. Johnny says, that is an interesting idea. Thank you. We'll take the ants out first. Oh, we can now start one-hitting them. That's good. And now we can actually fire 3 of the psi attacks off before we actually need to worry. That's... Oh, God. This is going to be like Anakin fighting younglings, isn't it? Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? Nathan says, honestly amazes me why this hasn't gotten a modern 3D remake. Can't imagine the subtle existential horror would look adorable on a Switch. Can't imagine. Yeah, it would. Jester says, I want a turn-based RPG that's about building robots to fight. Okay. See what these guys are. Okay, we deal with the ant first because we don't want the ant calling for constant help and running our HP slowly that way. Johnny says, Nathan, the sprite art is part of the charm. I mean, it might be interesting to see the final boss in a 3D environment, but this current art is beloved. Yes, it is. Oh, perfect. We can even get our life, our psi energy up a little bit while getting our, or get our life energy up and then recover our psi energy, so we don't have to worry about that. Excellent. And then I think we can level up to level 10 before even fighting the boss if we play our cards right. Because usually there's a few enemies here we can beat up for easy XP. Cool. It was a good idea to eat that cookie, because... There we are. Jessica says, that's cool, I wish I knew the name. Johnny says, can't remember the name, but I think there's at least one. There is actually a game where you play, if I remember correctly, as a vice president going around beating up stuff, and it is very much in the same vein as this game. I forget the name of it also, but it is on the 3DS. Johnny, or Nathan says, Johnny will duh, of course it is, but it's not okay. Jessica said, that's cool, I wish I knew the name, it's okay. I could check, but maybe first we beat this guy up, and Johnny says, some people over in Japan actually made a sprite remake of Final Fantasy VII, not original remake, original not remake, because they wanted to see the game in sprite art. Yeah. Yeah, I could actually believe that. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so like I said, once we level up again, assuming these guys actually have more health. Ah, he healed himself. Okay. Health is no more for him! $10. Okay, well, offense, guts, maximum HP. And we got a new healing ability. Is there any more butterflies around I can use to heal with, or... I guess I can make more out of cookies if really need be, because I kind of... Ah! Well, now they get a free attack on me. Alright, I'm gonna eat another hamburger and then... Jester Circus says, wait, are you talking about the game called... I don't think it's called Steam. I think it's called something else, but there's a game where you play as the vice president, like I said, and go around... It's basically an or Earthbound style game. Okay. Got those guys. And thanks to the skip sandwich, we can move much quicker for a little while anyways. So now we can actually go ahead and face the boss at full health with full psychic energy. And then we can hopefully knock the tar out of him and win this. And the ant. Okay, now I better actually heal. Come on, no, 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 no! I screwed up again. Right at the end there, too. I bet he was 1 health or something ridiculous like that. I bet I could have actually done it with a psychic, 1 more psychic attack, but... We'll do that 1 more time, then we'll actually have leveled up sufficiently to deal with him. I'm sure the stuff we'll be fighting. Alright, let's see what we've got as far as XP left. 561. We go ahead. I think we can fight enough stuff to hopefully make it to level up yet again, and then with the extra psychic energy and everything else, we should hopefully have enough to actually beat him this time. I bet that he was just 1 more psychic attack away from dying too. That's the worst part. Alright, we will finish him though, and then when we do, we will finish. General Manley says, Titanic Ant, don't mess with the... Alright, let's see what we've got as far as goods. We have 1 more hamburger, and we have room to buy enough to hopefully not have to worry about anything else that they throw at us. Losing that skip sandwich was kind of sad. Yeah, we are good to go on hamburgers now. In fact, we might have bought 1 too many by accident. Hey, you're not quite worth the XP right now, and I want to hurry ahead and get this fight finished. So let's go ahead and just get to the area, start beating up some ants again, and then fight the final enemy again and defeat them. Johnny says, I wouldn't be surprised if that was so ace. Yeah, I probably really should have just taken the extra chance of using all 3 attacks when I had the opportunity. Three criticals in a row. Well, each time he hit, so that's lovely. Good. And goodbye. He's down, and now we should be yet closer to leveling up. I do think I should level up at least one more time before I fight him, if considering how last time went, because I do actually want to be full psychic energy and at least I want to have at least 4 shots at him, or 3 shots at him, plus the ability to heal up. So that would be 35 if possible, but if not, 31 should do the trick, I think. Good, that's a whole 108 XP more. And that means we are 351 away. That should be 2 more enemies there, which will give me... There we go. So that should give me, what, 64? Okay, so we're now down to less than 300 XP. These should put me down to less than... Oh, God! Yeah, I'm definitely going to have less than 208 XP left once I deal with this. But I am starting to get to the point where I probably should eat another hamburger, so... Alright, so that's another 2 more enemies left, and I'm thinking that this will probably put me... This should get me to, what, 150 XP or so, or close-ish to that, so... Or give me 150 around that I've earned from the... Yeah, 162, nice. So that should put us... 125. We're actually getting to the point where we can just, hopefully... Cool. So I do this a little bit more, level up again, then we should hopefully either have enough for a heal up in 3 psi attacks or just 3 psi attacks and a little extra if need be. Not that we can really make use of it at that point, but Alright, that's another 2 ants. Johnny says Ness is now the scourge of slugs, indeed. And we got ourselves a cookie. Alright, let's check our status. 51 XP. 2 more enemies and we've got this, basically. Here's our 40 XP level up, basically, at this point. We will leave the cookie behind. I am sad about leaving the cookie behind. Alright, both the ants are tamed, and now we should have leveled up. Okay, we got more XP at least, or HP, but... that didn't really help us in terms of getting more attacks potentially out, or at least an additional healing along with the attacks. Okay, there we go. Ah, he stole my psi attack! Ew. Ah. That jerk! At least I now know I can heal up, but... Oh no! Okay, we won anyways. So I am convinced that I was down to just 1 or 2 hits left. Even a regular attack probably could have taken out that ant if I just got 1 more attack in or something. Okay, now everything is afraid of me, so I get a whole bunch of free XP just from stomping on various things. This is for making me die twice to this area. And there we go, there's some more free XP. I'm probably going to end up level 12 before I even exit this cave here. There we go. Jester says interesting boss fight, indeed. So now we've gotten... Ooh, our stats are starting to go up. And just the power that should have... the power I actually wanted to have go up goes up on the next level, because of course it does. Alright, we'll go ahead and beat these guys up here. And then once we head out, we'll be able to fight the cops and do that one cop fight that everyone's talking about. And then I think we'll go ahead and call it as far as the fighting, or as far as this live stream is concerned. I know I've been trying to pause for a while now, but what can you do? This is a fun game, and I'm having fun playing it, so... I mean, this is going to help me avoid having to grind later on for levels slightly, but... It just turned into a 1 versus 4 from a 1 versus 2 because I kept calling for help. There we go. Okay, so what do we have stat-wise? 148 more XP. I mean, I could probably get that before too long. Now it's down to less than 700, so that, or now down to less than 800 anyways, so, yeah, 777. There we go. Okay, now we got at And then we'll be able to pick a fight with the cops as well, and that should give us access to the next town if we can win. And that will be, I think, the good stopping point for us. Alright, where is the next enemies? I'm thinking the police station is further down this way. Yep. Yes, I believe you. Surely you are not just... Alright, so we get tested by the cop, by the police force to see if we're actually ready to go to the next town, and they will test us by trying to beat the tar out of us. Jester says, can you get hit by cars? I don't think so, but... Oh yeah, these guys hit like a freight train too. But... they don't have that much health, so... Your average policeman is stronger than any superhero. We will see. Yeah, I probably should eat something. Only 37 There we go. Alright. Now we'll be able to hit this guy properly. Ow! Now I gotta eat another hamburger just because of that. A nuclear suplex attack, huh? There we go. And I think one of the cops just decides not to fight, but... Jackson says, is it weird that I'm imagining a charger dressed up as Santa? Get ready for my Super Ultra Mambo Tango Foxtrot martial arts. Okay. That was easy. There we go. Alright, let's go to Tucson and then get the game saved, and then we can go ahead and finally call it. Johnny O'Malley says, that's not true. Batman can fight off cops easily. I said average cop. Gotham cops are not close to average. Johnny says, do you mean whiskey tango for extra? I don't get it. I don't get it either, but that's what the game went with, so. What do we have here? Not so tough now, are you, that I've leveled up a few times? I have a perfect idea for this. Problem solved. Oh dear, these guys. I do actually need to use a psi attack on these guys, or should, I think. The Ramblin' Evil Mushrooms have been defeated. These guys can do some annoying stuff to you, so it's good to take them out as quickly as possible. If I remember correctly, the Tucson part is where we can start feeling a little bit of the grind, because there's a lot to do to get this portion of the game dealt with. So, yeah. I think this will be a little bit more expensive than $35, so... Alright. Okay, there we go, and we should go ahead and call it. And yeah, that's a good time to go ahead and end it. So yeah, this has been Ace. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play Earthbound as much as I have enjoyed playing it. And I hope to see you all again soon. Until then, take care. Ace out.